Are you ready to see how you can create your own game without having to write a single line of code? If you are, hi, my name is Chrissy. I am one of the art directors here at Chibi Phoenix, and now I'm about to show you how you can use our tools to create your own visual novel style game. Okay, now we are inside the editor. This is what you're going to see when you log in, and you will mostly be using this block here. The blue rectangle is where your story will happen. The interface you're seeing is what we use in our game. I'm using the base of our game Aerilion right now. And the first thing we want to do is import some assets. I have already done so for this particular exercise, but I'm going to show you how you can do it yourself. We have this button, Import Assets, which is going to open an asset manager. Here you can type in a word, a tag, a name, something that will lead you to the image you need. In my case, this is a cafe, and since I've already imported the picture that I need, the engine is going to tell me that it's already in there, so just click OK. And anything that we have uploaded but is not being currently used is here in this Unused Objects tab. My cafe interior is right here. It's going to open it full screen, but you can resize it however you like. Any type of movement is happening when your image needs to be unlocked. When you lock it, you cannot edit on top of it. When it's unlocked, you can move it around, make it bigger or smaller. The bigger or smaller action is happening by holding the Control key on your keyboard and then just dragging around. Going to make it a little bit bigger and move it around here. I want it to appear as if we are entering here from the entrance in the picture. And this is going to happen on step 0. Here you can see the steps that you have added in the quest. This here is one click for the player, but this here is the steps in the transition. You can have quite a few here. I don't believe there is a particular cap on this. Anyway, we're on step 1, transition 0, which means this is what the player sees. Once the player clicks here, the next thing they will see is what I want to happen on transition 1. And on transition 1, I want us to move through the cafe as if we are entering and going further into the room. I am happy with this transition. So again, on 0, we are at the entrance and we are going to add an empty transition that is going to serve as a step here in this step. And on step 1, we are going to go further into the room around here, let's see. We can lock it and check if it's working properly. Yes, it is. We're moving inside. So, next thing I'm going to do is add a couple of characters. I will add our main character and one of her best friends. And what I want to happen here is on step 0, I don't want to see anyone. So I'm going to hide both ladies, make sure they're unlocked. And we are not going to be seeing them. On step 1, I want to be seeing Ava. So I'm going to add a slide in for her and make her a little bit bigger, like this. So on step 0, we're not seeing anyone, and on step 1, we're moving inside the cafe and seeing our Ava. And on this same step, or maybe actually on the next one, so here we have transition step 1, we can add a transition step 2, and there we can have Celeste. I will lock Ava so that we don't accidentally move her, and I will bring in her friend and add a sliding transition on step 2. So let's see if it's working correctly. We have 0, where we are at the entrance of the cafe. We have 1 where we move forward and see Ava, and then we have 2 where Celeste comes in as well. This here is the basis of everything you are going to do for such style of game, of such style of story. You can of course add your text here. You can always keep it on top, it's going to stay here at the bottom. And you can type in whatever you need them to say. Once you click away, it should appear. And you can choose when to see this. We can add a fade in at step 2 when Celeste appears, because I'm imagining her saying this to her best friend. So let's check it again. We have 0 at the entrance of the cafe, 1, we're going inside, seeing Ava, and 2, Celeste comes in and greets her friend. So this is for me a very quick and simple showcase of how we're using our engine to create visual novel style games. You can of course play wild here, you can add as many characters or interactions as you want. Each next step is going to be a next step in your dialogue, just as any traditional game of this style would appear. And yeah, you can add effects, you can change backgrounds, you can even change the characters within it. I have some expressions that I can put on top of these pictures so that I make them smile or frown or whatever I decide. But the general gist of it is this. It's very intuitive. I would say that you will need like 5-10 minutes to just look through the buttons and see what each button does. I wouldn't say that there is anything super technical. Everything is written in very simple language. And of course, at any point, we will be here to support you. Thanks for watching this short video. I hope it was interesting for you, and I hope I see you in Amilova.